Is there a 2? I didn't know if there was a 2 or not. It's always been real, user. I played it the other day. Getting better at it. I get started in a second. Getting some of my other systems up and running here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. I had the first zero turn. It's no big deal. I want the bigger ones. I got the first black one. I guess it's like a zero turn. I just hired my first employee, so gave him the lousy one. I'm gonna get my TTS and everything going. Bear with me. It's funny, I put on Lawnmowing Simulator and I start having viewers. Oof. I guess everyone wants that ASMR stuff. Oh, I've been putting them on jobs. Is that the training you're talking about? All right, we'll get there. I've been putting them on all kinds of different jobs and stuff already. I didn't know you can actually train them. Here, let me, DJ, cut the music. Yeah, I think everything should be dialed in.
User to $1,160 to $1,860 to $1,099,630 to says no, there is a sub screen where you can train them, they get better and make more money.
Yeah, see, but they don't tell you that shit in the tutorial. I see how it is. I'm on the happy juice, so words may be flying tonight. Be an interesting time. All right, let me get this going. Oh, I had to mute the music on Lawnmowing Simulator because I got a copyright flag, not a strike, over on my YT page. The music's copyrighted.
Share your life with me.
I'm sharing your game. I don't know. All right, so let's see. I gotta finish up this park I'm in. Picked a huge park. There's a lot more to do than I was expecting, actually. So basically, it seems like the way that they work it out is you work like little subsections of an overall park. And then they say, okay, we got a major contract for you in that part. And it's all those sections. I was like, I got a big
User to $1,160 to $1,860 to $1,099,630 to says yes.
Yeah. So I got this to 81%, which is good. Because it's taken me 194 minutes so far to get to this point, and I was supposed to finish it in 109. So I will not be getting the bonus or time, but it doesn't mean anything, you know? It's just a little added bonus. So this mower's better than the previous one. I also didn't know that when it redlines it and everything else and it bogs down the motor, you drop grass clumps. Then you get penalized for it. Not very nice. A lot of rules in this game for lawn mowing. Didn't expect lawn mowing to be this rule intensive. Just wanted to go and cut some lawns and make some money, you know? I'm supposed to be my own boss. But no. I got rules in this park all by myself, mowing this massive park. And they give me all kinds of rules and penalties and fines and everything else. Or why they fine you. I'm helping them.
User to $1,160 to $1,860 to $1,099,630 just says this game should have co-op.
It should. That'd be so cool. Branch off and work multiple contracts and stuff. Yeah, this lawnmower is better than the previous one, but it's still... I need one with a bigger deck, you know? Baby doesn't have enough deck. Need more deck. I was gonna play Mad Max tonight, because that's one of my favorite games. I haven't played it in a few years. I was gonna play Mad Max. I was like, you know what? Nah. Because I've been hitting the silly juice, so... Figured it'd be safer for me to be on the lawnmower. Nothing's gonna jump out at me where I gotta react. Yeah. Little ASMR. Sim. Do they have a lawnmower sim 2 yet? No? Need one.
User to $1,160 to $1,860 to $1,099,630 just says that's the craziest mower I've ever seen.
Oh, they're working on it?
User to $1,160 to $1,860 to $1,099,630 just says they are working on it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Richard Nixon says when you sneak by me and start streaming, lol.
I wasn't planning on, well, I told you I might stream tonight, but I wasn't too sure. And then I started getting everything all up and running, and my capture card wasn't working, this wasn't working, my webcam wasn't working. I was like, what the hell? I had to sort through that. And when I first started streaming, I used to freak out about all that stuff. I don't freak out about it anymore. I just figure it out and fix it. I don't freak out about it anymore. But yeah, I have to say my new favorite streamer to watch is that burnt peanut dude, man. Guy cracks me up. Literally watch him every night before going to bed now. Hard to believe. He used to be a VTuber. Now he's a P-tuber with a huge following. And it only took him a year.
Richard Nixon says back feeling better today.
Not really. I'm on the happy juice, so that helps. It hasn't been too bad, but too bad as far as what it has been versus what it is today. But yeah, yesterday there was no way. Today, I'm streaming. That's good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate you. I had fun playing with you the other night. Arc Raiders is a whole different type of gameplay, though. It really is.
Richard Nixon says, are you on cloud 9 or just floating a lull?
I'm just floating a little bit. I can still operate equipment, as you can see. At least it seems like I'm operating it okay. If I doze off, just let me doze off, chat, and you can poke fun at me. Because this is kind of soothing. I may just end up running out of fuel. Or go until I run out of fuel.
Richard Nixon says it was fun. Then working on Archon and off today.lol.
Yeah, it's easier in solo mode because a lot of people that are playing solo really just trying to work off quests and stuff like that. Right now, it's gonna be a bit brutal because the ones that are putting like 300, 400 hours a week into this damn game in Ark, they're trying to get their 5 million in stash rewards so that they can go on the expedition on the 22nd. So they're just trying to pillage everyone and everything to get some extra stash money. I read up on the whole thing from the devs today about the expedition and, you know, the advantages of going and doing the prestige wipe thing. And they said it's not made for the casual gamer, which I consider myself a casual gamer. I don't have 20
Richard
hours
Nixon says so far you can work machinery. Definitely be funny watching you fall asleep.
I know. I may fall asleep. Pretty tired. I don't want to put you guys to sleep. But if this is soothing for you, that's fine. As long as you keep your app open and it says, hey, the viewers are viewing you and watching you for a long period of time, I don't care. I like the conversation, but hey, at the end of the day, whatever changes my algorithm and gets me more viewers, I don't care. We'll do leaf blower sim next week.
Richard Nixon says so. Is the game going to get where we can't play at low level?
No, it's just gonna get to a point where all the ones that have been grinding heavily, those players are going to become like the elite players. And what I'm thinking is, depending on the majority of people that actually go and do that expedition, then it'll kind of turn into more of a skill-based thing where those people go into a different server altogether. That's what I'm hoping. Because they get 5 additional skill points on their skill tree. So even if we ranked all the way up to level 75 and unlock our skill tree points, they're going to have 5 more skill tree points, potentially.
Richard Nixon says who?
Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. We'll see what they do with it, you know? The game's been out a month. A little over a month, maybe. You expect, like, the heavy grinders to be those popular streamers, because it's a popular game, right? And it's a fun game. Nothing against Ark. It's just the PvP portion of it. You're not good at PvP, it's going to be a battle for you. But if you're willing to accept that, hey, more times than not, when I go out with my loadout, I got a 50-50 shot at coming back with that loadout. And if you end up losing it in game, so be it. You know, if you're comfortable with that, then game's fine. It's easier when you got friends and stuff like that to play with. Because then they lose their loot too, so. Or save you. One of the two. I'm just trying to finish this up, chat. This was a massive, massive part. And I've been working on it off stream to get it to the 80 percentile so that, you know, with you guys.
Richard Nixon says, I just play and challenge myself to see if I can make it. Law.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Solo mode's a whole different mental game, you know? The main thing is just figure out what you want to do when you go in for each raid and try to accomplish it. Similar to what we did that other night. You know, really, my goal
Richard
was to
Nixon
get the quest
says
done.
screen skipping bad.
That's on TT. May have to reload the app. TT's been acting up all day today.
Richard Nixon says, sorry, it was my internet.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. I enjoy it because it's, you know, to me, it's got that good apocalyptic feel to it. It seems like they're bringing more and more of the Ark in on that game. So yeah. Here I'm doing Lawn Mowing Simulator talking about Ark Raiders. Well, what am I going to talk about this? Yeah, I'm going with the 7-inch cut on this lawn. You know, that's what they asked for, was between a 6 to 7-inch cut.
Richard Nixon says do a sail boating sim next. Law.
I have those. I have ship ones. Actually, the next one, the next sim I have set up is The Last Caretaker. You're a robot, and you're mankind's last hope, I guess. Kind of cool. Thought it was a cool concept. They had an early beta that came out, or early access. And I chose to actually purchase the whole game. even though it's in early access, because I wanted everything unlocked so I can get the full experience from it. I understand it may be a little glitchy. As far as I know, the game's been pretty solid, though. Others that have played it. Looks good. And then I've got a Light My Town or something like that. Sim. And that's with Christmas lights. I figure I'd do that on the weekend or something like that. It's a holiday type thing. But you go and you put up Christmas lights on. You have to put up Christmas lights on the whole town and everything else. And it's kind of like Power Wash Sim. You have to complete various challenges and so forth. But yeah.
Richard Nixon says, Lamau, talk about what to talk about on this game. How that mower ride, well.
Hey, the mower ride's great. It's trippy. But, it needs a bigger deck so that it has more cutting surface. I feel if it had more cutting oh, I gotta put more fuel in it. If it had more cutting surface, I think this job would be faster. I think the recommended is like 180 centimeters or something. Let's put some more fuel in it. Park's costing me a lot of money. I like how it's telling me what to do, even though I've been doing it for a lot of... I think I can turn off the tutorial stuff. I know what I need to do. This is the last strip, I think. No, I got one more strip after that. I only got to get this park to 98.5.
Richard Nixon says they have so many different sims out now.
Let's get that grass. I know, Chad. Huh. They got a ton of sims out. Ton of sims. And I love a lot of them. I actually enjoy the vast majority of the sims that I end up picking up and playing. Some are more simplistic than others, you know. Cut that grass. Oh, let's get that grass, huh, Chad? Yeah, I definitely want to get the wider base lawnmower next. I gotta see how much it costs. This job pays almost $8 grand. What's up, that guy? I knew you pop in eventually.
Richard Nixon says that mower turns different than I ever seen before. Lol.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a, you know, close to a zero G turn or whatever the hell they call them. I mean, it's better. It's an upgrade from that Home Depot Ryobi thing I was driving before, or whatever it was. But it's not that much of an improvement, to be honest with you. I was expecting like huge gains with this. And it still takes a long time to mow lawns. And then what I don't understand is this is like a mulcher mower type setup, right? And yet the blades still get bound up. and then leave clumps. I don't know. I'll upgrade it. I got one employee. He's working another yard. So he's assigned to another yard. I guess I was supposed to train him. I just kind of threw him at these jobs. I figured, hey.
Richard Nixon says it could have sped the mower up with the better mower.
Yeah, I mean, this one, I think it's not about the speed as much as the coverage, you know? That's the main issue. I think the bigger mowers, I don't think they're going to go any faster. I think they got a little bit more horsepower to them, and they cover a lot more on the deck side. This is like a real man's game, talking about deck size and mulching and stuff. Oh. We're at 93. This job was only supposed to take, the recommended finish time was 109, and I'm at 214 right now.
Richard Nixon says, how would you beat the time limit without speed? Law.
Because coverage. Be able to whack more territory faster. Or it wouldn't necessarily need to be the speed. It's just, I need bigger blades, bigger deck size. We'll get that eventually. It's just that the store that they have me shopping from is like super expensive. It's like Lawn Depot. I need to step down. What would be cool is if they gave you the opportunity to like buy used equipment and stuff. Yeah, it's not as efficient, but it'll get the job done type thing. And then you can build it up. That I think would be a cool concept.
Richard Nixon says that'd be the truth for sure. I didn't think of that. Law.
Yeah. Then you could sit there and say, okay, I got a job coming up. The deck size is like 180, and I've only got a 50, or this one's like an 80, I think, deck size. So then you just buy some run-of-the-mill older Briggs and Stratton type setup. And it doesn't have to be cream of the crop. It's kind of like real life, you know? A lot of the time you're not going to go out and buy that top-of-the-line John Deere or Husqvarna or Lamborghini or whatever the hell they have out now. You're going to buy that, you know, that cheaper Honda Knockback or Briggs and Stratton. Briggs and Stratton's always made good motors. Another good mower, guys. I can't even think of it. It's been so long since I bought a lawnmower. Because I run them into the ground. Running them and running them.
Richard Nixon says used mower fix-up as go along or choice to buy new as go along.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. The other thing too, and why I say that is when you first start off, you know how you only have the one bay garage? And they don't let you sell off your lawnmower to upgrade or anything like that. So you have to maintain every piece of equipment.
Richard Nixon says that would be awesome.
It would be. It'd be like a whole new element to the game. Eventually you build like this empire. Then you can go to auctions and stuff, sell your equipment off, get top dollar for it. Meanwhile, instruct your employees to take on bigger and bigger contracts. Hey, sounds like a concept for a game. We're almost there, chat. And I gotta go around with the weed whacker just to kind of finish it up, but I think there's
Richard
one more
Nixon
side
says
story.
that does sound like awesome game.
Yeah. Maybe not for everyone, but I mean, they seem to have a sim game for everyone. Got some sim games for making illegal substances that are very popular. Sim games for driving. Sim games even for raising dinosaurs. I got a sim game for pretty much anything. Mortuary sims. I haven't seen Jordan on for a while. I think that's it over here. Alright, let's see. Raise that. I think what we have, chat, is this area over here. But I can weed whack it. It'll probably be quicker just to hit it more. I think I did weed whack this area. I mean, this thing will pretty much turn on a dime. It's good for like small part. Not this big part it's trying to take on. This up. And like I said, I'll just take the weed whacker, finish up the rest, and it should take me to that 98 percentile that I'm looking for. 98.5 to be exact. I've already done the park down the hill and up the hill. And even farther up the hill. Alright. Let's take this bad boy over here. Yannick, welcome. Hope I said that right. Get off. They're sitting there. He's tired. That's why. A big park. Gotta remember, I gotta look down the whole time with this thing. I need a bigger weed whacker.
Matt Merritt says so satisfying.
Is it? It is. I think so. Like I said, this is like lawn mowing ASMR for people. Welcome in, Matt. How you doing? It wouldn't have been satisfying if you guys had to sit through the whole 220 minutes of this. That's why I did what I did. I was trying to be efficient on this one.
Matt Merritt says my wife laughed at me when she saw me playing this game.
Really? Why? Probably because you got to complain about it on the weekends and stuff, having to do it. Right? It's like, you don't want to do this for real. Like, no, because I can turn this off, put it on save, come back to it anytime.
Matt Merritt says I'm easily entertained.
Are you? Alright, let's see. I mean, really, there's not a lot in here. They're just gonna be petty. Did you do all the expansion packs and stuff too, Matt? The DLC stuff and everything? Because I got all those. You guys are in for a treat. I got the Dino Park and I don't know, like 15 other parks that have been incorporated into. Hoping to have bigger equipment by then, though. I mean, I've already worked the Dino Park. I'm easily entertained as well, to be honest with you. Doesn't take a lot. Kind of zoning out for the most part, so this game kind of helps with that. I did not know I got a battery operated, though. I thought
Matt Merritt says no, I didn't. I did by a massive zero turn that would cut 10 acres in 5 minutes.
Really? Where's that in the shop? How much was that one? Oh, I'll find out. Where am I at? 96.9? Come on. There's got to be like a big chunk somewhere. Because it's not this edging, although this park is huge. Pay no attention to the white. Just means I've already cut there, but it wants it shorter. Not that I actually missed.
Matt Merritt says I was over-exaggerating, of course, but it was big to me, huh?
I need a bigger one. I mean, the new one I got is pretty good, but it's taken me a long time on this part. There's like something here that's like a lot more than just these little. I'm looking, you know, the name of the company's Bushwhackers. I'm looking for some serious bush here on the game. Don't let your head take you there. Okay. Around these, I know there's going to be some chunk, but they're pretty crazy if they think I'm going to go overboard. Yeah, see, I need a bigger shindigger. Alright, here we go. I knew there'd be some big ones. Oh, decimated that flower. That's okay. I've got like $500 worth in fines by now for flowers I've taken out.
Matt Merritt says he'll meet you over on the tube. My TikTok is lagging.
Okay. No worries. Is it? Okay. Mine's doing okay. Yeah, go on the tube. He's referring to the YT side of things, and if you're new, if you want to see this in 1440p glory, 2K, just head over to the YT side of things, look up Daddy Death 365. You'll find fine games like this, plus a lot of others that I've streamed in wonderful 2K. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I can almost smell the grass over on the YT side. You're back. Does it look better over there, buddy? Holy crap. How'd I miss all of this? No freaking way. There you go. Can you smell the grass over there on your 80-inch you're watching from? There we go. All right, 97.1.
Richard Nixon says I smell something now.
There we go. Oh, really? Okay. No. I don't think it made it over there. Maybe it thought you were referring to something else? I don't know. You never know. The filters and stuff. Hey, Malachi.
Richard Nixon says I might get quiet, but I'm always here listening.
Hey,
trying to get better low.
Yeah, no worries. If you're playing Ark, you need all your undivided attention on that. That's why you made the switch? Yeah. Yeah, for the most part,
Dogshit says good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you, sir? Just doing some lawn care for this massive park. Where was that? Okay.
Dogshit says thanks for your help earlier.
Hey, anytime. Yeah, I wasn't saying that your choice was bad or anything like that. It's a good system. It really depends on what you plan on playing. But for the vast majority that are out, as far as games go, even if it gets a little laggy...
Richard Nixon says it seems people are being very friendly today. Very little PvP today.
Oh, okay. You can always modify your graphics settings in game and stuff if you find... What I like to do... a majority of the games will automatically go in, and when you go in actually to those games, it'll automatically give a recommended setting that it feels based off of your system anyway. And then you can just modify it from there. So yes, we do. Yes, we do, Matt. Definitely. Yeah, I don't
says
care.
I do find AMSI for a 60 Ti with 16 gigabits.
Okay. 4060. Yeah.
Senpai Strange says I just dropped 1,000 likes.
Thank you so much, Senpai. I appreciate it. I mean, for the price difference, I would stick with the 50 that you were looking at instead of the 40. It's got more built into it from an AI perspective, unless, you know, from a budgetary standpoint and everything else, that's a good card too. But if you go with the 400s, I would go with like a 4070 at least. So the stream should already be shared on there. It's the same. It's the same stream. Chad, I guess I'm not understanding. I'm multi-stream, so it's all universally getting out there to... Yeah, I've cut some of the dinosaur park, but they had me do portions of it. I got this whole park that I took on because I got an upgraded mower, thinking I could do it in a short time. Upgraded mower is nice, but not gonna do anything. It's like Central Park. I wonder if there's stuff I forgot down here. It doesn't really run very fast. Let's see. Okay. Got a little bit. Where are we at? 97.2? Just want the money from this job already.
says sorry misspelled. It is 5060 T.
Yeah. Okay. Was there a big price jump for the 16 gig versus the 8 gig? Because I think you'll be happier with that, but, you know, like I said before, it's all based off of your budget and what you plan on playing.
Dogshit says couple hundred more.
Okay. Really up to you, you know? If you can handle that, that's what I would do.
Dogshit says, but worth it.
Yeah. You'll notice a big difference.
Dogshit says I'm going to start hooking, lol.
You are? Yeah, I know. That's how it feels when you got kids and everything, too. Okay, so... Chad, you wanna share it, right? So there should be... minimize... You're watching this on your phone? Over on YT? Hold on. Let me help you through. Let me help you. Hold on a second, chat. I'm trying to help someone. Sharon. So there should be 3 dots on the right-hand side. Right next to the title and everything else. If you tap on those 3 dots, it'll allow you the opportunity in there. You just want to share, and you click the share button, and then from there, you copy the link. So it should give you an option to copy the link, and then you can do it that way. Or a lot of times you can just hit share and it'll go into your messaging and you can share it that way as well. That'd be the easiest. Chad. Because, yeah, for anything you click on, I don't want an ad. There's either, if you're in the actual video right now watching my live feed, then there should be something that looks like a right arrow on your screen. And you tap that, and that's the same thing as the 3 dots if you weren't into it. Yeah. That's it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing that. Now back to our stream. So yeah. But if you have any other questions on that, yeah, anytime. No, thank you. I appreciate it. He's relentless sometimes. Yeah, I'm literally at that point where I could just take a little bit of a hit if I wanted to. And that would bother me. I'm not taking this to 99, that's for sure. There's no way. Plus, I want to get into some of the other jobs. Sign my man. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Logan Reed says I'm going to start calling you Jose DD.
Nothing wrong with that. Actually, when I was younger, I enjoyed doing a lot of the yard work and everything else, and then you reach that point in life and it's like, well, plus everything hurt, so kind of makes it more difficult. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Found some more bush to trim. I like how it says you only got to get it to 98 point. What is it?
Richard Nixon says trimming bush is always fun. Lol.
Yeah, no kidding. Is there a multiplayer option? No, there isn't, unfortunately. I wish there was. Because then I would invite, I'd invite you guys in like I do on Roadcraft. Same thing. That'd be cool. No. Unfortunately, maybe for someone said that they're making Lawnmower 2, so maybe for that one. Who knows? Hey, Pickle Rick, I just saw you, man. Did I welcome you, Pickle Rick? If not, I'm sorry. I'm on the happy juice, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with me tonight. It's helping. It would be. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright. Isn't this park huge?
Richard Nixon says happy juice days, not Boca. Lol.
It's got a bite of the Kraken in it, baby. Bite of the Kraken.
Logan Reed says, I understand, Jose. It is hard work, but don't barely speak English.
Hey.
Jacoberby891 says hi.
Hey, what's going on, Jacob? How are you? Just mowing lawns. Just mowing lawns.
Jacoberby891 says, oh, I can't complain.
Good, good. Everything been good?
Dogshit says, do you have to edge?
Yeah, it's as much as you want to. You really...
Jacoberby891 says yes.
98.5% is all you need to do. And I'm at
Richard Nixon says
97.3.
trimming those edges, making it look good.
Yes, sir. Trying. I'm not gonna trim them all, but it's like a slow progression on this. I don't know. I'm only gonna spend another 10 minutes on trying to get this to 98.5. If I don't hit it then forget it. And that one's good. You know what I think, actually? Over on this side, I think there's probably a lot more... Whoosh.
Richard Nixon says yard so big by time finish be time to mow again. Lol.
I know. It's huge. But I thought my lawnmower that I purchased would take care of it. Yeah, so do I, Matt. I weed eat first, and that way it gives me a easier path for the mower to go through. So I don't have to go so close to the bushes and everything else. But in this, see, there's a lot more park over here that I did too. What I'm saying, I've literally spent about 4 hours on this. Yeah, like an outline, exactly. And then around all the sprinklers and stuff like that, the sunken sprinklers, all of that stuff.
Richard Nixon says too bad you can't get your helper on same yard to help.
I know, I thought I would be able to, but it's only one person per area, per contract, unfortunately. Maybe there'll be a skill tree or something down the line, I don't know. I have no idea how sophisticated this game could be. That would be cool. It'd make things a lot easier. Although we'd probably be bumping into each other. But there's a bunch over here. And then I found the game to be particular at times, so I wouldn't even get close to the flowers. And it would say, it would throw a penalty flag like the NFL. Oh, you took out a bush. You took out the flowers. I wasn't even close to them, but the flower fell over, even though I didn't even touch it. I was like, come on. It was like faking a flop. You know? Like, okay, this game's rigged.
Richard Nixon says on this one could get helper on one side and you on the other.
I know. There'd be a lot that we could do. Oh, nothing's happened with Roadcraft. I just needed to take a break from it for a bit. I'll grind it hard again. I still got some of the original maps to finish up.
Richard Nixon says that sounds like roadcraft. When tree falls, you don't touch, lol.
Yeah, I know, huh? Yeah, I'll definitely be going back to Roadcraft in a bit. More than likely, I'll probably do it after the holiday. Christmas. Oh. Alright. That was a patch of grass that was down there that I could have been penalized on. I have so many simulators. The LeBron James of flowers. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like it automatically does that. It's like, oh, see? Or if I tap a wall just lightly, like if I go up with the lawnmower and I just tap it lightly with the lawnmower, I get penalized for a collision. They're like, oh, 25 bucks or whatever the hell they charge. I don't know why. But this game is soothing. I'm not up to the 98%, but I don't... These... I want to upgrade my equipment. This job does pay a lot, though. It pays 7,800 or 7,900 pounds. What is it? It is... Does it say on this one? Yeah, 7,500. 7,500, is that pounds or euros? I don't know. Something. But either way, it's a lot of money for me. Okay. How come all the good Sims are all from, like, Europe and stuff? European indie developers.
Dogshit says $2,500 in trimmer gas.
Well, the good thing about it is this is electric, and I think it's $1 every time I charge it up, so...
Jacoberby 891 says they have better developers over there.
Yeah, I guess so. They take their time with them. There's one lawn that will penalize you for leaving tracks. Well, that's stupid. Put a big middle finger shape in their
Jacoberby 891 says I think Saber's European.
Saber is. I think they're... I don't know exactly where they're located. Netherlands or something like... I don't know. They're not from here. They're really good, though. Saber is. I don't know who makes this one. But I don't think they're a big-time developer, the ones that made this. We're at 97.4 chat. I say I take the hit.
Jacoberby 891 says get some foreign developer, I think.
Yeah. They're really good. Let me go around these. I haven't hit these yet. Usually, I leave some bush around these. I was pretty clean with that mower. I know in here, I think I couldn't get to it. Unless I already hit it. Wow, I was pretty clean with the mower. I think I already hit this with the weed whack. Maybe not. What? I gotta purchase a roller to pull behind my mower? I probably will. I'll purchase all the equipment that's available in this game eventually. I have to say though, this thing with the little I wish I could extend out the string on this. It just doesn't seem like it's enough. You know, you upgrade to this. Well, it's supposed to be an upgrade. It's fiddly.
Richard Nixon says it seems most the patches are left when you make your turns.
Yeah.
Jacobrby 891 says, how do you highlight the grass?
It's got what's called Pro View, so with the controller, if you push down on your right controller stick, it highlights the grass for you. When you're walking the lawn too, without any of the equipment, it stays lit longer. It flashes multiple times and stuff.
Jacobrby 891 says it's kind of like the Power Wash game.
It is. It is. It's Power Wash with lawn. Problem is, you know, the difference, I would have to say, not the problem, but the difference is with Power Wash, when you're washing stuff. Yes, I have played Bloodborne. A while back. It's a good game. I didn't stream it though. It is like Power Wash, except in Power Wash you can kind of see what's dirty and what isn't, type of thing. In this, everything looks the same. I mean, I'm at 97.5. And then like this, if I get too close to that can, it'll just fall over magically. I gotta be careful not to hit it. There's some good stuff there. There we go. I don't think I took the lawnmower through here because of how narrow it was. It is satisfying. The crime scene cleaner, although it's a little graphic, the crime scene cleaner is very therapeutic too. It sounds weird, but the same thing. You just start cleaning up areas, making them all nice and shiny. Yeah, you're working for mob bosses and serial killers and stuff, but you're taking all these crime scenes and cleaning them up and making it look all nice and pretty again. I actually enjoy the game. I should play that again. I haven't played it in a while. I was starting to rank up. I was the go-to guy in a lot of the jobs. I'd just take my power washer into it and just power wash the shit out of everything. It was easier than using a mop and bucket, you know? Because no matter what in this game, you're never going to get it 100%. It's just, maybe if I have better equipment down the line, I can, or get close to it, but... And rather than... Because I don't know what the penalty is for going way over time. But... Yeah. Crime Scene Cleaner is really good. Really entertaining. And they've got like hidden Easter egg things in there and stuff. Additional things that you can do to unlock additional like outfits and all kinds of other things. To get like max credit on each level. It's also on my video on demand over on YT. I sound all important. It's on my video on demand. It's free. It's not pay-per-view, so... But you can see it over there. See, like this looks like it's grown, but it isn't. It should be just about done. Even though it's saying I'm not. Alright. I'm done. 97%. Oh. There's like a whole area here, Chad, I missed. Maybe that's why. That could be why, chat. Why didn't this area highlight? Yeah, that's... I missed this entire patch. That was my bad. Alright. Could bring the lawnmower over here. I probably will. I'm just gonna get the outline done. This.
Richard Nixon says that's the good juice effect. Law.
It is. Did I hit this one? Yeah, I did. Jesus criminy, Monsieur Adopted. Scared the crap out of me. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get that mower. And what sucks about this too is you can't put this down. You can only put it down in the bed of the truck. And I wouldn't do that. I was really mowing. Alright. Thank you so much. Take care of that yard. Use up some more fuel. God, this park is huge. And chat, it goes way up there, up on the wall. There's a whole other area all up in there too. All up in there. I've been working on this for a while. That's not it. It's the area over here.
Richard Nixon says Dan.
Yeah, this park is huge. At least the biggest park that I've hit so far. Lawnmower engaged, baby. I know. Mower's like super slow. I know these drivable ones move faster than that. There we go, chat. We're up to 98.3. We'll hit that. goal, I think, pretty quick. Open. Cutting complete. Look at that. Why would I leave this strip? That makes no sense, does it? Says I can leave the location. Why would I do that? Yeah, they don't want Ricky Bobby? I know, huh? It would be funny. Alright. So we completed. I was ready just to walk away from this. Good thing I found that strip. Alright, so we got some time to chat. It's gonna be a little while before I make it to the truck. Exactly 2:58. I was supposed to finish this in 1:09. A little off.
Richard Nixon says always good to find strip places. Oh, wow. Dogshit says all of your equipment electric.
No, this is gas. Just my weed whacker, and I didn't mean to get the electric weed whacker. Alright, let's find out what the damage is. Look at how big this park is. It should show all the areas. Took me a while, chat. There's a lot to it.
Dogshit says that's big.
It's real big. Alright, let's see what we get. So we got 7,500. The original job was 75 something or other. Oh, 7533, and we got 7,500. So that's not bad. Equivalency. Oh. So we got 11 grand out of it. I don't know. I don't accept. I mean, no, I accept it.
Richard Nixon says still good money.
It is good money. All right. So, what do we have? Oh, no. We've got a total of 11,500 now. But I can't upgrade my lawnmower. Let's see. This one has 3 bays. That's 160 grand. Is that crazy?
Dogshit says, can you trade stuff in?
No. That's the one thing I don't like, is you can't do that. So like the shop, it doesn't let me sell off anything. Maintenance. Oh, you can. Hey. I could sell it. But then my helper won't have anything. Wow. It didn't give me that option earlier. Let's see. How much is it for the Knight Rider? If I sell it, it'll give me 2,300 for the Knight Rider. 2,351. Huh. Let's see what we have to shop for. Yeah, see, this has got a deck size of 98. And I really need like 122. Actually, what I need is, where is it? I need something like this. The 132. Rear discharge type deck. This vehicle is equipped with a side discharge type deck. That means as you cut with it, grass clippings are discharged from the side chute. Piles of grass clippings will be left behind the vehicle as you drive that can be recut to reduce them or picked up. Okay. What about this one? This is 9 grand. So I could, in essence, Here's another Knight Rider one. That's a 110. This one's a 132. I kind of like this one. It's a stand-on mower. It combines speed and comfort with zero turn, with space-saving convenience. What's this one? This is a V-twin four-wheel drive Honda. It's got a 122 deck. This one's got the 132 deck. This is, oh. Yeah, I don't have enough money for these yet. But I think the 132 is going to be a big upgrade compared to the 98 that I currently have now. How do I... How much was it? Okay, we got 11.5 right now, right? Okay. Is this one? Yeah, this is 9,300. I say we trade the other one in, sell it, and then get this bad boy.
Dog shit says 9K.
Yeah. I say we get this bad boy next. Because otherwise we're getting up there. This 132, 155, and that's 14.9. I won't have enough money. And these are just out of the ballpark right now. They don't even have a 180 when they suggest, oh, you need a 180 deck for this one. Doesn't even have a 180. I honestly think, where is it? This one. That's the one I'm going to go for. This is a 132 as well.
Richard Nixon says let's upgrade.
This one goes 8.5 miles an hour. What's the difference? This one's a stand-up versus a sit-down. I kind of like the sit-down version. And it's a little less money, but it's got the same deck size. It's a side discharge versus this is a side discharge as well. So I got to clean up after. This is a full-on mulcher.
Dog shit says with beer cup holder.
I know. If I do this one, I think this one, what? Oh, it's an electric. I don't want that. Ooh. New builds an excellent maneuverability with more power. Large 150.
Richard Nixon
deck.
says why beer? Why not Jack and Coke? Lol.
I don't like Jack.
Chacopperby891 says I go for the mulcher.
I'm thinking of going for this one right here, the Patterson. It's only $100. It's got a bigger deck size. Combine the zero turn capabilities, a powerful engine, and a large front mounted deck. Is it at home on large open areas or intricate lawns? Zero turn, top speed of 9 miles an hour.
Chacopperby891 says it doesn't work in tight spaces.
What?
Richard Nixon says look at them tires on that bad boy.
I know. But it's got the deck size I need, man. All right. If I get the Skag, then it's going to be a side discharge.
Chacopperby891 says I have that game and it doesn't work in tight spaces.
I know you do. No. All right, boss.
Richard Nixon says tight spaces is for the weed eater.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the best complement of things. Because I want to expand my bays. And then I can get my other guy to use this if I really wanted to. Because some of the bigger yards I'm doing right now require a bigger deck size, and these are the biggest deck size ones I can see. I think that's what I'll do.
Dogshit says better ask for wife's permission first.
I know, huh? I think if I sell this one, and then we get that other big mamma jamma, then I can put... Oh, someone was saying I can train my employees, right? Let's see. I need a bigger weed whacker. This 43 supposedly. Oh, that's max. That kind of sucks. There's no way. How do you train employees? Costs money? Let's train them all the way up. Make them proficient. But I can't buy another bay yet. So they want too much money. I don't think. Let's see. Headquarters. Purchase. Can I buy this one? So it'll cost me $5,500 to open it up. Okay. I get a bigger space. What do you think? Should I do it, chat? Should I buy bigger headquarters first and then buy that lawnmower, the wider base lawnmower? And then we'll get a more efficient lawnmower down the line?
Chakaberby891 says I do it.
Yeah? All right.
Dogshit says I vote mower.
Well, I can still get the mower. I'll have a third bay, and then I don't have to sell any of my mowers for right now. And then I can keep those, and then when I get enough stash...
Dogshit says done it.
Yeah, okay.
Dogshit says do it.
All right, look at that. Bushwhackers now has a multi-base setup, which means I can hire another employee if I wanted to. Okay, let's shop. Let's shop, baby. Which one was it? It was this one, right? Yeah, that's the one. Look at that. Woohoo! Okay, and then I can hire...
Chakaberby891 says what's the difference in the two Patterson ones?
I don't know. The deck size is bigger. I want to...
Dogshit says tax write-off.
Tax write-off, exactly. Okay, I want to hire headquarters. No. How do I hire another employee? I don't remember. That option must not be available yet. I trained you. You're already max experience. Okay, let's see. Let's see what jobs are out here. But I already did this park. This is a new park, I think. I'll let him tackle this one. Hadit Riding School. I can put him on this one. Louis Morton.
Dogshit says grass grew back already.
I know.
Richard Nixon says at least it's repeat business.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, at least I got a bigger mower this time. But then I got to go back and I got to clean all that up. How do you do that, Jacob? Do you just, when you're over the pile, it just does it, or vehicle? All right, I'm going to give him this one. In equipment, I'll give him this one. Okay, so he's been assigned to that one.
The Ding Commander says cut my lawn.
Cut.
Chakobra 891 says there should be a mulcher plug you can get for that mower.
Mulcher plug? How do you... What? Really? Okay, hold on.
Chakobra 891 says upgrades.
How do you do that? Maintenance, attachment. Oh. There are no attachments with this one. According to this. Part exchange? What is this? Hey! Thank you so much, Richard. Appreciate the rose. Alright. We'll figure it out. Let's do Whole Park Millview. One Tooth. He's going out. Hey, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Equipment. Take that. See how this new mower is. Oh, what a nice park. Okay. I got all this area. Recommended time is 80. 80 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Now we got to find all the objects. Ding.
Richard Nixon says that looks longer than 80 law.
Ah, this new mower will do it in no time. I have faith in it. Do one section at a time here. Oh, it's next to a river. Okay. Nothing.
Richard Nixon says go fishing after done.
I know, huh? Look at that. Wow. The water's so thick, it's not moving. This kind of lets me see how big this park is, too. Oh, it's big. It's a big park. I don't know why you would need 18 minutes looking for stuff on this part. It's big, but it didn't take you that long. As long as you're looking down, it'll highlight them. There we go. Captain America frisbee thing. Not trying to make you sick, chat. Trying to be efficient here. I think all these areas are done.
Richard Nixon says surprised they don't have you empty trash cans.
I know. Looks like there's one over here. Okay. Be good. You would think they would. That's what a lot of the maintenance guys would be doing, you know? Alright. Well. Gotta be more. 6 more. 5 more. Making sure I didn't miss anything on each patch here. Which there's still 5 more objects somewhere.
Richard Nixon says definitely a lot of area.
It is. It is. Alright though. I guess they want the pallet there. Trying to cover everything. Sometimes some of the objects and stuff like that don't become exposed until you get close to them with the lawnmower. Or until you've driven over them. If you haven't gotten all the objects yet.
Richard Nixon says just what I was thinking. Why they want to leave the pallet. Wow.
I know. I don't know. Not my part. It is, but it isn't. There we go. And I think they place certain objects after you've already gone through an area. Make sure around all these benches and stuff there isn't something. I don't know if the objects will show up, do that, but as soon as you start moving, it disappears anyway. I have no idea where the other two are. I like how it's telling me what to push to sprint. I know what to push, I'm looking. Honestly, don't see anything else. I'll end up running over it later. If I don't find it, or it is. It's kind of piddly. Alright. One more. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I don't see the last one. Actually taking me 9 minutes? Damn. Gonna be some little twig or something. Which, you know, for a mulching mower, it won't care. It'll just go... Especially the big mamma jamma I got. There's a dog dish. I already covered this strip. Huh. Alright, one more go around, and if I don't find it, then I don't find it. Don't worry about it too much. I got a lot of lawn to cut here. Cool.
Chakaberby891 says check around all the buildings.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't see anything. But they could just be on the path too, right? Usually it's in the grass, but... Just one more thing. And that's it. Around the jungle gym. I'm getting busy.
Richard Nixon says Pro 6 the smallest thing too.
Yeah. Or like I said, they'll just throw it out there at the last minute. So here it is. Because I've already covered all this area pretty thoroughly. I want the added point. There's really no other buildings or anything. And generally it'll pop up pretty easily if you're within the vicinity.
Jacoberby 891 says, have you checked everywhere?
Yeah, I've checked everywhere. I've checked all of these lawns thoroughly. I've checked around the buildings.
Richard Nixon says next to the pond.
Come on. Yeah, they don't put it on the actual path itself. It's always on the grass. Check around here one more time. Because that's the main issue, is you don't want it getting caught up in your lawnmower, but... Huh. Weird. Nothing there. See if there's anything hidden in these bush. In the bush. Yeah, I've checked everywhere. Alright. I don't know. I don't know where it could be. And usually it's like some dog turd or something like that that I passed over, but I would have... The way I'm scouring everything, I would have come across it already. I haven't come across anything. This dude's getting his exercise, though.
Richard Nixon says we blame it on glitch. Lol.
Yeah.
Jacoberby 891 says the game glitched out.
Yeah, I could have. It's done that a few times where it's done some weird glitches and stuff like that. That's why I'm not overly concerned. It's one object that I'm gonna take a hit for. So be it. Alright. Woohoo! Oh yeah, this one moves faster. We'll do the back and work our way to the front.
Richard Nixon says feel that rumble. Lol.
I know, huh?
Santa says hi.
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Jacoberby 891 says I feel a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
Richard Nixon says could have cut village of path on the way.
Yeah, I could have. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm actually trying to work. We can do this strip, I guess.
Santa says love the game.
Thank you. I love it too, actually. A lot of fun.
Richard Nixon says it moves.
Yeah, it does. I gotta get used to it.
Jacoberby 891 says it's the wrong cutting height.
Oh. It's 5 to 6, right? I didn't even check that. I got all excited. Oh well. I was just testing it out. Wanted to see how efficient it would be. I've left clippings, it says. I get a penalty for all of that. What? I know I gotta pick it all up. What's it saying? Hold on a second. I literally have to do this. I could do that when I'm edging, though. Oh my god. Seriously? We should have got the other mower. The mulcher.
Jacoberby 891 says that's why I said get a mulcher.
He didn't say I would be picking up cow patties the whole time. Alright, I'll pick these up when I'm weed whacking. So you mean I gotta do this in the whole entire yard too? What's the penalty? It's stupid.
Jacoberby 891 says I don't want to say this, but I'm going to do it. I told you so.
Yeah. Oh. It's still cool. Oh, I only take a penalty there, evidently. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So I only take a penalty on the paths, not in the grass. Okay. I can handle that. When did I, increase my blade size?
Richard Nixon says just broke the picnic table.
Did I? No, I didn't. I just tapped it. Everything's fine. It's all good. Yeah, they either want their grass cut or they don't. Penalizing me for cutting their grass. Alright. What was it that you said, Matt? No Ricky Bobby? Now I am Ricky Bobby.
Jacoberby 891 says they're the lawnmower round, so it goes the other way away from the path.
Yeah, I could. That'd make too much sense, though. Ass. Like it. Oh, doesn't stop very well. If I do it that way, then my guard hits. So much in this one. At least I know what this thing can do now. I may sell it for the mulcher. Not a bad mower though.
Richard Nixon, says Dan, thought it was turning over low.
Nah. It's good. This is a lot faster. I think it's only going to have me do the pickups on the areas around the path, which is good. Got to remember to weed whack around this. Whoop. Sorry.
Oscar says hi.
Hey, how's it going, Oscar? How are you? How you doing? I think that's it for this area. Which is good. Okay.
Oscar says good lots going on, but pushing through it.
Glad to hear it, buddy. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully not bad stuff. Just hectic stuff. Whoops, missed. Got an itch.
Chakabra B891 says I have a question for you.
Yo, what's up?
Chakobberby891 says, do you like Disney video games?
I don't think I've ever played any Disney video games, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I mean, for my streams, I've always put on, you know, 18 plus, because a lot of the games and stuff like that, I don't think would be suitable for kids. Why? What kind of game? Or games?
Oscar says, I like the mower.
You like this new one? Yeah, I like it too, Oscar. A lot faster. There's some kinks with the operation with this, but that's okay. We'll get through. We'll get through it. May have to take a bio break here in a few minutes. Yeah. And a stretch.
Oscar says this is N18 Live.
Yep.
Chakobberby891 says they have one called Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah. I just got a new one. Not a Disney game though, I don't think. You go around a town and you hang up Christmas lights and stuff in the town. It's like Power Wash Simulator, but with Christmas lights. I thought that'd be a cool one to do sometime in the stream this month.
Oscar says, what if I'm not 18?
Well, I mean, that's just the disclaimer.
Chakobberby891 says, what's the name of the game?
Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, and I'll tell you. Here. It is Light Up the Town is the name of it. It's really cool. And you're this character called Bean, and you go through and you have to decorate lights and stuff, and decorate a bunch of the villages and everything else, and you get accomplishments and you get unlocks, so you collect coins to unlock different types of lights and different things and stuff. I thought it'd be a cool type of stream to do. It's not the, you know.
Richard Nixon says that almost sounds like an explosion game. Lol.
An explosion game? Yeah, no, I thought it would be kind of cool though, you know, for the most part. I didn't think it would be anything too dull. And like I said, it's like Power Wash Simulator, but with Christmas lights. What does that do?
Chakobberby891 says there's a weird game I saw. It's called The Last Caretaker.
Yes, I got it.
Oscar says I think I've seen the game before.
Oh, have you? Yeah, I got it. I got The Last Caretaker. I was going to stream that this week. I was going to stream it tonight, but I wanted to be able to put energy into it, and I'm not really up to it right now.
Chakobberby891 says that looked interesting.
Yeah.
Richard Nixon says for dumping mulcher basket, but you don't have a mulcher basket.
It's saying I do, though. I don't know. The game's glitching, I guess. Yeah, it's not giving me the mulcher biscuit. It's not giving me the mulcher basket attachment yet, so I don't know. Yeah, it did, didn't it, Jacob? It looks like an interesting game. You're basically a robot, and you're there to save humankind or mankind, and I guess build a rocket for them. Eventually, is like the end game portion of it, and you gotta do all these tasks on your little boat, collect stuff. It looked interesting, I thought.
Richard Nixon says looks like you have to pick up the grass around the tables.
Yeah, I gotta do all that. I know that. I just see how the trash is all. It's saying I'm full. Your grass. See, it says my grass collector's full. It's not. Your grass collector is full. Well, if I had a grass collector, I would do it. I don't have one.
Richard Nixon says, how you full? Did you eat lunch while mowing? Oh, mow.
I know, I don't know. Just one of those quirks in the game. Where I was supposed to have a side shoot to this or whatever, but it didn't give me that option. And they should know I like options. I'll buy them all up. My grass collector is not full. Could be one of those bugs too that the devs just have to work on or something. I don't know. I don't even know how long this game's been out, to be honest. It's been out for a while though. You'd think they would have that done.
Richard Nixon says we like options. BC, we plan roadcraft. So many options. Lol.
Exactly. Alright, so this area is all mowed. I like how this thing goes. Oh, I should have went the other way. Hold on a second. That was stupid of me. Oh, look at that. That's the way to do it.
Richard Nixon says that was cool.
Yeah, it worked out okay.
Richard Nixon says use the mower as a leaf blower. Done myself. Lol.
I know, I've done that too. I drive it over the concrete, picking up everything.
Richard Nixon says it's a lot easier on the back using the mower as a blower. Lol.
It is a lot easier than sweeping or anything.
Chakabra B891 says I've used the lawnmower rake the leaves.
Yeah. I don't have too many leaves. I get a lot of olives that drop off occasionally, but I have to rake those up, otherwise they get smashed into the grass and then they stink.
Richard Nixon says at Jacob Roby 891 big yes. Lol. Chakabra B891 says I just mowed them up.
Yeah. Missed a corner back there. I know, Chris. I missed a lot of corners. I've got a weed whacker to clean up everything, so I'm not too worried about it. Still learning with this new mower that goes at like light speed.
Christopher D. Lira says, what if you accidentally drive over some? Do you lose money or points or something?
Yeah. The flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, you do. You get penalized. So many pounds. I think it's like 25 pounds every time you hit the flowers. The European game, so I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, and if you bump into stuff, you take a penalty there. Collision penalty. They're real sticklers.
Christopher D. Lira says, lol, you should do a small yard and just leave it messy. And mess up everywhere.
That's what my employee's for. He's over at another yard doing that for me.
Richard Nixon says, what's the cost to change these blades?
These blades are probably going to be more money. The other mower, I think it was 75 bucks every time or something. I don't know what this one's going to cost. It's going to cost quite a bit, I would expect. These blades are good right now. When I hop off, I can find out. Because it gives you the option to repair the blades.
Richard Nixon says just when you gas up, no need to make a special stop.
Yeah, no. This thing's efficient, though, as far as fuel goes. My other mower would be about a quarter of a tank would already be gone, if not more. And I'd only be on one of the lawn. Whoops, shit. I'd only be on one of the lawns. I wouldn't have done half the park already. Well, this is a lot more efficient. Oh, see? Destroyed a flower. Didn't even touch it. Oh, destroyed another flower. Must have vibrated too close to it or something. But really, the pay that you get from these parks far exceeds the penalties you get. No, I'm not overly concerned.
Richard Nixon says too bad they don't give you the option to replant so as not to get penalty.
I know. Sometimes you'll just see them kind of jump out, literally jump out, and then fall over. Like, come on, I wasn't even over there. We'll go back to that chat. Don't worry. Don't you worry. This mower's a lot more fun than the other one was.
Richard Nixon says it is a lot better.
Yeah. I just need to find that attachment that Jacob's talking about. Be cooking. What? Oh my God, seriously? Come on. I got penalized for that too? I guess I was turning too fast. Ground damage.
Richard Nixon says, well, what? That doesn't make sense.
I know. That's the whole reason why I got this lawnmower. Oh, well. I'm gonna end up with like 50 bucks off this collection. Or this lawn job. So I can't turn real fast. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got all of this, all of this, all of this. Did we get this path over here? Right. I don't think so. Did we mow all this? Yeah, we did. Okay. Now we have all of this to do. Alright, got it. I appreciate all of you in here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. This is a little lawn mowing ASMR we're doing. Glad you could join. Glad you can join. It's not as entertaining as the burnt peanut, I know. But it's close. It's very close. I love that little guy. He's so funny.
Richard Nixon says don't know why, but Mo Ramser is just funny, lol.
It's just funny? Yeah. Think so? Pretty much what it is. Oh, I gotta be careful, chat, right? I don't want to turn too fast. Get a yard penalty. Yard damage penalty. I'll just go around this way. And just keep going circular. Yeah, it's about the most exciting thing out there, I would have to say. Lawn mowing ASMR. Yeah, 54%. A lot faster. Now, granted, I've got 5 hours of grass cleanup to do afterwards. Yeah, that's
Richard Nixon says, what the heck? My comment's not going through.
sometimes it filters them. It's because you're a rowdy texter. That's got you flagged. Richard.
Jordan says, welcome.
Welcome. What's up, buddy?
Jordan says, no much.
You working tonight?
Richard Nixon says to not sleep.
Sure, you got a bit of snow going on.
Jordan says just got off.
Oh, okay. We may hit 90 tomorrow here. Isn't that crazy? We got some sort of a high pressure dome or something. Wide turn. Right. So we make wide turn.
Jordan says thanks. This weekend going to be negative 30 with wind chill. Richard Nixon says I give up. It won't send the full thing, so it doesn't make sense. Law.
Well, it can't be real long, Richard. You have to do like shorter sentences. It may be flagging it for that. Not necessarily the comment. Sometimes it does that. Yeah, your Bears are doing okay, except for the loss to Green Bay, but they...
Jordan says nice or warm.
Yeah.
Richard Nixon says I was.
They fought
Richard
the Packers
Nixon
hard.
says trying. Richard Nixon says to do. Richard Nixon says it like this.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that every now and then. It'll flag it. Yeah, we play Green Bay this week.
Jordan says no.
Oh, what?
Richard Nixon says, but it won't lol. It's all good.
I wonder what the penalty's going to be for me tearing up their yard. There.
Jordan says beat them PLC lol.
Hey, my team's doing well. We're 11
Richard
and 2.
Nixon says I will be here till the end. Lol.
We're the #1 seed. So, as long as it stays that way, I don't care. We got 3 games. Three more games. So we've got the Packers, then the Jags, and then the Chargers. See how it goes. Sometimes they hide flowers in the bush. Yeah, that's why I don't want to go too close. In the bush. See, that's what's weird. This thing doesn't have a grass collector on it. Yet it says it's full. And I
Richard Nixon
see
says
one on the
understandable.
trailer. I did not see one on the trailer. I don't know. I gotta buy it as an attachment, but it didn't give me that option. So, what are you gonna do? It could just be the game glitching. I don't know. All I know is I'm chewing up this yard pretty quick. Great.
Richard Nixon says you're getting due way faster.
I know. A lot faster than before. And I haven't even used a quarter of a tank.
Chakabraby 891 says mate, that particular mower doesn't have the option for attachments.
I don't know, but it keeps flagging me at the trash cans to empty it, so it's gotta have something. You know? It doesn't make sense to me why it would flag me to empty it if it didn't have that option. It just didn't show it in the option house. I'm wondering if I upgraded too many lawnmowers up? I don't know.
Chakabraby 891 says maybe it's a glitch.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Chakabraby 891 says the game probably thinks you're using a different mower.
Yeah. Well, earlier I was on the mower and it was telling me to go ahead and start up the trimmer while I was on the mower, so could be. Very well could be, sir. Does make quick work of everything, though. I like it. Even if I got to go around the path and clean up where I shot everything earlier. Now I know. I'm a little ahead of the time that it said for this. Oh, I still got a little wiggle room of time to play with.
Richard Nixon says it really is doing good on gas.
Really efficient. And it's got a lot more chutzpah in it, you know? I don't know. Trying to keep from shooting anything on pathways.
Richard Nixon says usually big mower uses gas faster.
Yeah. You would think so anyway, right? That's it for this side. All I got left are those 2 patches, it looks like. Alright, chat. I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Exciting me. Something.
Richard Nixon says, can you do a view from seat?
You can do first person view. It makes me dizzier at times. So I'll do it when I get back. I'll be right back.
Richard Nixon says, I can see that.
All right. Hey, Hades, I just saw you in here. Welcome, buddy. How you doing tonight? Maybe the music will help keep people in here a little longer. I don't know. All right. Let's resume. And we're off.
Richard Nixon says, I can believe that it will make you get dizzy.
Yeah, where was that? There we go. Coming through! The other issue is I can't see how well I'm doing. Or I'm missing anything.
Richard Nixon says, cool view. I can see things seem more sensitive.
Yeah, it is sensitive. I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit more, so it's not so wonky. doing too shabby.
Richard Nixon says nice how they got the controls to move to what you're doing.
Yeah. I'd love a riding mower. I just couldn't get it through my gate. I could get a smaller riding mower, but then it's not worth it at that point. And then garage space, you know, takes up a bit extra room.
Richard Nixon says does not make yourself feel bad in this view. Was really wondering if they did first person.
Yeah, they do. No, I'm not feeling bad, actually. This one's not as bad as the little yellow mower, the first one that they give you. That first person view was kind of funky. This isn't bad at all. No, if I start to feel a little dizzy or whatever, I'll change it. Gotta make up a little extra time. That's 75% now. Let's see, what's... little close.
Richard Nixon says moving along really good.
Yeah, it's doing really well. Just having a hard time gauging the deck. But all in all, it's doing really well. Oop. I think I hit something. Hit a little bit. Oops. Right over here.
Richard Nixon says it will move out your way if you hit it low.
I know. But then I get that violation. This game likes to penalize me for some reason. Go. I'm just trying to square off some of these wild turns.
Richard Nixon says it just doesn't want to pay you full amount. Law.
I know. It doesn't. I'm wondering if I just didn't have enough money for the upgrade on this, Jacob. As to why it said it wasn't available for me at this time. I'll have to see when I finish this job. That could be it. You know? I know I've left grass clippings. I meant to go the other way.
Chakabra B891 says, I don't know, maybe.
I'll have to find out. I'm done with this.
Richard Nixon says, I just realized I still have my boots on. Law.
Take off your boots. Kick up your feet. That. Must be the Google Maps view.
Richard Nixon says that the problem, I relax too much listening to this. I will sleep. Law.
Oh, good. He's not bad. I can see all the patches it left.
Richard Nixon says now that's a view. Law.
Yeah, it is. Alright. So that's this one. What do I have left? Just that one main strip or both of those, I think. I mean, really, this lawnmower only cost me 100 pounds. Well worth it. Paid for itself right there. Even without the attachment. Maybe that's why it was only worth 100, because you can't get that attachment with this one. Or it could be a game glitch. I don't know yet. We will find out. Try to flatten out this path a little bit more.
James Sheriff says now that's a manly gain.
Isn't it? You like that? Hell yeah. Kick back. Relax. Just let the lawnmower do the work for you. Yeah, and this mower made quick work of all this yard.
Richard Nixon says other mower would have needed 5 fill-ups by now.
Yeah, and we would have only been a quarter of the way through. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the last object we couldn't find. Sometimes they'll pop up. Is that it back there? I forgot all about that. Yeah, this one's only an eighth of a tank or so, if that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'll take it. You can really haul ass with this thing, but then it tears up the grass.
Richard Nixon says good to keep costs down on gas.
Yeah. Well, it says the blades are wearing down. Blade condition, but I want to think that's just strictly because of how much grass I'm cutting, and the blades are starting to get a little dull, maybe. I mean, I don't think this was a new mower. I think I got it at a discount. That's it. We got this last one over here. Go around with the weed whacker a little bit. And
Richard Nixon says still not bad at blades, just now getting bad.
Yeah. All I wanted to check. Wanted to make sure I did that other yard portion already. We're at 92%.
Richard Nixon says think it will be done after section.
Yeah. Well, I still got to go around and weed whack some areas with some extra bush, but not too much. And then I got to pick up those clumps, otherwise I'll get the penalty. And I have so much grass creating penalties that I got to get a majority of that picked up. Otherwise, I'm not going to make a lot on this. And at least I got my other worker working on the other yard. So between the two, it's like 6,500 in cash earned today. That's not too bad. I say I missed some over here, but I didn't. Got it all. I make sure I don't whip around too fast and tear up grass. So we're at I think it said that it'll automatically pick up any additional clumps and the extra stuff that it left in the grass. I can see it better through the Google view here. Yeah, I may take the lawnmower through all this. You got my weed whacker. I never did find that other object that was supposedly hidden in the grass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back over this with the lawnmower in the big lawn areas, because all of these will be penalties. There's a lot of infractions, and it'll mulch all this up. Yeah, all these clumps. I'm just gonna have to mow back over them, I think. Really, where I need to clean up are the around this. Oh, that's kind of cool. The weed whacker automatically gets those chunks for you, but it's just easier with the lawnmower. All right, so we shot a bunch of grass out onto the pathways. Just gotta make sure we get all this. Oh, we missed a whole spot.
Something offensive says sick game to play when I get home from my landscaping job.
Yeah, seriously. And just continue working at home, huh? How you doing tonight? I wish it was this easy. Yeah, because it's near those bushes. I don't want the flowers disturb anything there. I thought we sent a bunch of grass onto the whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna take the lawnmower over here. It's gonna pick it up a lot faster and remulch it. And just get around these benches.
Richard Nixon says back by the playground.
Yeah, I know. All over the place in here, man. I almost knocked the trash can over. Yeah, I'll pick those up with the lawnmower. Yeah, all right here. little cow patties that left. Almost better just to do this. Just for the bigger area, it's easier with the lawnmower, because then I can do the bird's eye view and I can see where all the cow patties are that it left. I think these extra clumps are actually counting as non-completion stuff, so I want to make sure I get them all. All of these, which I'm not going to be able to pick up with the lawnmowers. So pick those up. Anything outside on the path, I can't. It'll screw up the blades. There we go. Well, I was making good time on this. Now it's over time. Oh well. That's a lot of penalties, I would take. I don't know if I'd just take one, like, amount of penalty, or if it's each individual infraction. Yeah. But work too hard on this grass. Get our money taken away from us. I shout. Oh, come on, man. All over? It's everything over there. It's on the other side, right? I think it is. I already hit all these. Ah, this one.
Richard Nixon says worst part of mowing is the cleanup.
Yeah. That it is. That it is. I'll just take the lawnmower through these areas just real quick to try to pick up some of this, and then we shall be done. I think that's it for the clumps that were everywhere in the path. And now it's just a matter of getting the lawnmower, picking up all of this stuff.
Richard Nixon says, why you parked the truck so far away? Law.
I know. It won't let me drive it. That's the main issue. We can see how much, from a deduction standpoint, we take. There's a lot. There is a lot. You need to store your equipment in the truck? Oh. Okay. See how much of a penalty we got. It looks like penalties and fines. We got $1,800 or $18 worth in penalties and fines. $2 for the flowers I destroyed, $12 for the collisions. The cleanup fee was $4.50, so I'm not worried about that. That's no big deal. Alright. Cool. That works. I want to see if I can buy that attachment.
Richard Nixon says, good hob.
Yeah. Wasn't a bad job. Yeah, it doesn't have any attachments. I wonder if that's why. I can sell it and get the other one. It's only worth 90 bucks anyway. We got enough cash to buy another one. Let's sell it. what I say. We'll sell it. And then shop.
Jacoberby 891 says yes, sell and get the other one. Richard Nixon says, but will the other one be as fast?
I don't know. This one does everything. The deck's not as fast. This one's a side shooter. This one isn't a side shooter, though. We can try that bad boy. So we don't have enough for this one. If I get this, it's going to be the side shooter, and then we're going to have the same situation. Unless
Jacoberby
the attachment...
891 says go for the mulcher.
The mulcher? That's this one, right? Yeah, this one's mulcher. It doesn't have as big of a deck. What's this one? Rear discharge. This one needs a basket. This one's side discharge. This is a mulcher, but it's a 110. And I think this one's 132. That's side discharge. This is 122. Yeah, that's not too bad. Sure, why not? Oh, we got more contracts. Industrial green, huh? Hub garden.
Jacoberby 891 says check upgrades.
Oh, for the shindiggers?
Richard Nixon says did helper do good?
Yeah, I guess. We got the cash for it. For whatever job he was working on. Where's the upgrades? In here? Oh, upgrade. Purchase. What is that? Upgrade cost is 1,500. I only got 1,100. I can't upgrade yet. Oh, because I'm upgrading my my headquarters already. I already purchased a 3-bay setup. Applicants. Hey. How many lawnmowers do we have? We got 3, right?
Jacoberby 891 says I was talking about your lawn mowers.
I know. It doesn't have any upgrades to them. There's no attachments. There's just maintenance you can do on them. Part exchange. I don't want to exchange parts. Yeah, see, this doesn't even have additional attachments or upgrades you can do to it. It doesn't. Let's see. Does this give you? No, it doesn't. Doesn't look like there are any. That's what I was looking for. That's okay. Oh, I gotta buy another weed whacker. For my new guy. I'll give him that one. Firm. I haven't even hired him yet. Okay, let's see. Benjamin. Benjamin's an apprentice. Oh, that That's not too bad. I can have him do some of the smaller jobs. Let's hire Benjamin. Okay, we got 2 employees now. $500 to train them up to advanced driving or vehicle maintenance. Time management. Oh, that's kind of important, isn't it? Wait a second. I didn't.
Chakabra B891 says go for the driving.
The driving? I think I've got him vehicle maintenance, advanced driving. I need to get him. He needs to be advanced in his driving. Why it doesn't let me back out so I can go to each one individually, I don't know. I mean, time management seems important too, but I only have so much cash on me. These guys are gonna cost me some money. Alright, chat. I'm gonna call it a night. Tonight.
Chakabra B891 says better trained they are, the more money you'll get.
Yeah, true. True. Definitely. Alright, Chad, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night as well.
Chakabra B891 says that to spend money to make money.
You do. You do. And this game kind of proves that.
Richard Nixon says it's been good. Good night.
Yes, it has been
Chakabra
good.
B891 says yeah, me too.
Alright, guys, you have a great night. And I'll try to be on tomorrow night. If not, I will be on Friday night.
Chakabra B891 says what game you going to play tomorrow night.
Hold on a second, I've got it here. Oops. Oh, there it goes. The Last Caretaker. I'm gonna start that. So if not tomorrow night, Friday night I will be streaming this long term. But yeah, it looks like a great game. I can't wait to try it out and
Chakabra B891 says that's going to be a game I want to see.
Okay. Yeah, so more than likely, because tomorrow's what, Wednesday? I'm gonna set this up for Friday because I can go a lot longer on Fridays. So Friday's stream, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Last Caretaker is what we'll do. And should be a good stream. And we'll probably go 5-6 hours.
Says okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know how long, because it's early access, but I bought the full version. I don't know how long the actual game is.
B891 says what console's that for?
This is on PC. I don't know if they have it out on console. So this will be through my Steam on PC. So. But it looks really good. Here, I'll show you guys a quick little demo of it. In case you guys are wondering. I know I said I was going to go, but you know how I am. Let's do this. Full mode.
You were never meant to remain bound. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
The dock systems are offline. Without them, we're trapped here. Restore the power, Caretaker.
so we can sail again.
So I thought that would be pretty cool to kind of check out. It looks really good. Really well done. The other video. And there's fighting of some sort of alien creatures or whatever that have decimated the Earth. So yeah.
Richard Nixon says, wow.
Yeah, it'll be really cool. It'll be really cool. So join me 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this Friday. And we'll go through the last caretaker.
says, oh, that is cool.
Yeah. It's kind of got a mix of various games into it.
B891 says that looks kind of like Halo.
Parts of it.
Richard Nixon says multiplayer.
No, it's only single player. It's a survival single player. So those things, those alien things and stuff like that can kill you, I guess. So it's my goal to survive through this and get parts. I know I have to get batteries for myself to keep myself charged. There's various charging stations throughout that I have to build up. You saw like in part of the demo video where on his ship he had all these different things and some of them were like solar active and everything else. That's to charge him up and charge his ship up and everything else. So there's a lot of different key mechanics built into this game that I'm excited to learn. So it's definitely
we all knew
different.
It was coming. For decades, the warnings rang out. Studies, statistics, anomalies. Nations debated, delayed action. But we had already prepared. First came
Chakabra
death,
B891 says, have you heard of Satisfactory?
Yeah, it's got a
storms,
combination of that in it too.
And when the grid collapsed, when hunger spread and darkness and
Richard
rising
Nixon
waters
says sounds
consumed us,
something like
our
Tankhead.
plans already set to motion. We built ships. We moved to orbit. We believed survival was assured.
It's kind of like Wall-E.
But there we learnt the truth. Life does not arise in the void. It needs Earth to bear it. And for this, we created the caretakers. Not one machine, but an army of them scattered across the drowned planet, left behind to do what we could not. Guard the seeds of life. For this, we created you. Caretaker, guardian of our inheritance, keeper of life's fragile thread. You were designed for one purpose alone, to keep the seeds alive until they reach orbit, to equip them with memory, to preserve the thread of who we were.
Yeah, so you're
We gave
Wall-E.
you all that you would need to fulfill your endless task. The tools to build and to bind, and the tools to shatter and destroy.
I think this game won some awards too.
You will face dangers, trials. Since you are alone, you were made to survive. Not so you could, but because you must.
Richard Nixon says looks
As we
like
set
good
our course
graphics.
into the unknown, you will carry the weight of our past. And though we
But
may
the whole
vanish
game was
into the
12
dark,
gigs.
You will keep the memory of us alive. So do what must be done. As the future is uncharted, the only map we have is hope.
Yeah. So the full version's out now. And like I said, I don't know how long the actual game is.
Chakobra 891 says it's like they're the Forerunner life workers reseeding the galaxy.
Yeah. It's really cool. So it sounds like all the humans and stuff like that that were still left went into orbit, and they're out there floating on space stations or whatever, and it's my job to get these seeds, make sure they germinate or whatever they need, and get all their information and stuff, and then fire them off in rockets up to them, I guess. So, sounds interesting. We'll find out, chat. We'll find out on Friday. All right, so can't wait to see you
Chakobra
guys.
891 says probably end up in orbit in different planets.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly. It looks really cool.
Richard Nixon says sounds fun.
Yeah. So I look forward to seeing each of you Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks again for a wonderful stream. I appreciate each of you. Have a great night.
Chakobra 891 says I keep talking about making a habitation on the moon.
I know. I know.
Richard Nixon says thank you.